In the world of animal rescue, some stories leave a memorable mark. Now we're sharing the story of two amazing cats with you today, Bajila and Uno, two kittens who were rescued in unique circumstances. Despite their rough start, their experiences serve as a reminder of the strength of compassion and resiliency. Let's begin with Uno. After being admitted to the hospital, Uno's diseased eye was found to be incurable. In order to remove the eye and give him a better, pain-free life, surgery was planned. Uno has shown remarkably resilience since the operation. His recuperation is progressing nicely. In fact, his sutures were taken out yesterday. Uno is no longer bound by the restrictions of post-surgery seclusion. But his path to psychological recovery is only getting started. While Uno is recovering physically, his personality reveals a kitten still unsure of the world around him. He was afraid of open areas, and thus he tended to stay in the shadows of enclosed, dark areas. Uno, nevertheless, yearns for love and attention in spite of his timidity. Even though he's still afraid to venture outside of his comfort zone, he leans toward pets and loves being showered when addressed with gentleness. In an effort to make Uno feel more safe in his surroundings, the rescuer, a kind and committed person, has turned his attention to socializing him. Uno needs to take this important step in order to be ready for life in a forever home where he can flourish as a cherished friend. Part of Uno's socialization involves introducing him to other cats in the rescuer's home. These confident, social cats serve as role models for Uno, showing him how to move through the house without fear and how to interact with humans in a trusting way. The plan is simple but effective. Uno observes these cats as they approach people, seek affection, and engage in playful behavior. Cats are naturally observant creatures, and Uno is no exception. Watching his feline friends, Uno will slowly realize that he too is safe in this environment. It's a process that requires patience, but the rescuer is committed to helping Uno gain the confidence he needs. While Uno adjusts to his new world and works on overcoming his anxiety, he's also focusing on his health. Gaining weight is another milestone for this little warrior. Like many rescue animals, Uno came to his rescuer underweight and in need of proper nourishment. Now, with steady meals and a safe space, he's making strides in becoming healthier and stronger. There's one final step before Uno is ready for adoption: obtaining an inhaler to support his respiratory health. This simple tool will ensure that Uno can breathe easily and stay active as he continues his journey to recovery. With the inhaler in hand, Uno will be prepared to transition to a loving home where he can continue to flourish. Uno's story is a testament to resilience and the transformative power of love and care. Though he began life in pain and fear, he's already shown that he's capable of learning, healing, and trusting. His nervousness doesn't define him. It's simply a layer of his personality that will continue to soften as he experiences kindness and stability. For Uno, every day is a step toward a brighter future. With his stitches out, his health improving, and his socialization underway, this sweet kitten is making remarkable progress. He's not just recovering, he's blossoming. In the meantime, we have Bajila, a tiny kitten who captured our hearts despite her frail beginnings. Bajila was first spotted alone, her small body trembling with illness. She had a severe flu, her nose constantly running and her little meows barely audible. Knowing she needed immediate help, the rescuer gently wiped her nose and offered her food. but Bajila was scared and hid away for days. They took her in and rushed her to the vet. The diagnosis was heartbreaking. Not only did she have a severe flu, but she was also positive for calicivirus and the panleukopenia virus. Both conditions are dangerous, especially for young kittens like Bajila. The treatment began immediately. Every day was a battle for survival, with countless medications, syringe feedings, and warm cuddles to keep her comfortable. Week by week, Bajila began to improve. Her sneezes lessened, her appetite returned, and her once dull eyes started to sparkle with life. Watching her recover was nothing short of a miracle. From a kitten who could barely lift her head, Bajila transformed into a playful and curious little bundle of joy. The rescuer who found Bajila knew that she deserved the best chance at a happy life. She started looking for a foster or a forever home for the brave kitten. Bajila had already come such a long way, but her journey was far from over. The rescuer had big dreams for Bajila, including the possibility of travelling to the US to find her a loving home. But before embarking on such a significant voyage, Bajila needed more time to mature because she was still very young. At the moment, Bajila is currently doing well in a foster family, where she is safe and cherished. Her experience is proof of the strength of compassion and the tenacity of animals. Although Bajila's struggle is far from complete, she can find the loving home she so richly deserves and continue to grow stronger with your help. Consider sharing her story if it has moved you. We can work together to give more animals like Bajila a second chance. These stories remind us that every animal deserves a chance at life, no matter their physical challenges. They teach us about resilience, adaptability, and the transformative power of love. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, consider giving us a like, tell us what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.